So I had this client today whom we had a brief conversation, and obviously he was discussing his problems and he wanted a perspective. So after we finished, I always give the client, would you like to ask me anything else? Okay, apart from personal branding or business or anything, do you have any other question which you would like my opinion? To my surprise, he asked me a question which I didn't expect. Okay. He asked me, I've been following your YouTube channel for some time, and I want to ask you, do we need friends? Okay. And I asked him, like, why you asking me, do you need friends? He said, because in your case, you don't have any friends. So I was wondering, should I become like you? Like, should we keep friends, not keep friends? Is it good? And then he also said, but don't we need friends, someone to talk to, spend time with, hang out? Okay. So I thought this would be a nice question to address. Do we need friends? Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that I've never had friends in my life. I've had friends. I've had people I hang out with, used to, people I spend time with, groups. I've also had so-called best friends where, you spend the majority of your time being only with that person. But now, what I've realized is today, at the age of 46, what I've realized is, having friends, it depends what phase of life you are in. Okay. And here's a funny thing. If you have goals, if you have dreams, if you have priorities, if you have a family, if you have children, it becomes very hard to have friends. Why? Because when you have friends, you have to spend time, you have to physically be with the person, you have to spend money, you have to exchange ideas. Yeah, others, how can you call a person your friend? So when you're a family person, you have to dedicate time to the family, and family means wife, kids, then relatives, then you have to go to work, then you have other things to do, that is the day-to-day things, traffic and groceries, and so by the time you do your go to the gym and you do all this stuff, you'll hardly get any time for friends, man. So like I said, the first one is, what phase of life are you in? What are your priorities? Okay. Like for example, let's say someone like a person who's training for Olympics or is training for a championship, he would that person, he or she would spend right from morning all the way to evening on their goals, right? Like let's say Usain Bolt. You think Usain Bolt had time to hang out with these friends? No. They would literally book a coach, they would book a camp training people, and they would move away from distraction and they would be there. Okay, technically maybe the people he is with are his friends, but they are focused on their goal. That brings me to the second point. A friend is someone whom there is mutual benefit. You give him time, he gives you time. You need someone to talk to, he needs someone to talk to. You sometimes give him a listening ear, he gives you a listening ear. You spend money sometimes, he spends money sometimes. You give him your time, he gives you your time. So it's a give and take relationship. Now, you might say, oh, I have a friend who's very rich. He doesn't allow me to spend money. Then, see, just because that person has enough money and the person feels, sorry, and say, no, you don't need to spend. That is not a friendship of equals. That is a friendship of you are in debt to this person for his kindness and loyalty. It's like you're never up to the person's level. I'm not saying there are no friends like that. Maybe he's doing it because he enjoys your company. But then again, you're giving him something, right? Through my years, what I've realized is friendship is a relationship where there's a give and take. And that give and take should always be there. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Even for that matter, love. It's a give and take. You have to prove yourself. The only exception being is if you're a parent. and you have children, you get the joy of having some creature who looks like you, who keeps you happy. It's like having a pet, and the joy of taking care of that small creature, making it big, and then obviously that attachment develops, and then you want the best. So that is a one-sided friendship, which obviously you hope that as you grow older, that loyalty remains. But today's day and age, you have children who literally will ask you, why the hell did you bring me into this world? Who asked you? So that friendship and whatever is gone down the drain. So, do you need friends? I think it comes down to, one is, you need to ask yourself, how important is your time? Okay? How important is it? The time that you have. What are your priorities? Do you have something to study? Do you have something to do? Do you have something to aspire? Do you have something to achieve? Yeah, you might say that, 24 hours I'm not focused on my goal. Fine. Then when you're free, you hang out with that person. But then remember, that time that you're given to this person, could you have spent it in a much better way? Like, for example, you're hanging out with your friend who is from childhood, you know him. Would you rather have made friends with someone who could help you grow, become better? Would you rather spend it with maybe a mentor, or would you spend it with someone who's influential, powerful, who can give you some learn life lessons, or maybe be beneficial to your business plan, or something that you have in mind? Or this instead of this friendship thing, spending 2-3 hours with this person, could you have utilized those 2-3 hours, maybe, I don't know, going for a seminar, conference, meeting someone new, networking? So it all comes down to, how do you value your time? For me, what I've realized in my life, when you're successful, when you're rich, when you have money, when there's a lot of benefit that others see from you, you will be surrounded by friends, relatives, loved ones. They'll all want a piece of the action. But then, when you are in times of need, in times of failure, in times of your nothingness, the people who will be with you are hardly maybe one, two, maybe only your parents, maybe your loved ones, maybe your wife, your spouse, your husband, your kid. To me, those are the real friends. The people who are there with you when you're nothing and nobody. And these people, they only want your presence in their life. Obviously, you need to give them time, you need to keep them happy. So I would rather be with those people who will be with me in my tough times, in my bad times, in my moments of tears and suffering and failures, then be surrounded by people who are there with me for the good times, for the fun times, for the parties, for the movies, for the, restaurants and nightclubs. And that's why, when I talk to people, I tell them, if people say, oh, I would like to get to know you, whether a guy or girl, or I'd like to take you for a cup of coffee, or I'll buy you lunch, I straight away ask them money. Because my loyalty, expertise, time, effort, creativity, everything is focused around me, my eye. I give them the best of what they expect, but then I expect to be compensated. I know some people are, oh, you're like a whore. Fine, if that's what you call it. Because I respect and value my time. I calculate how much time does it take for me to dress up, to travel, to meet this person, to sit down with this person, talk to this person, eat food, then drive all the way back, undress, get fresh, sit down, and then start my priorities. So 6 to 8 hours, I'm giving it to one person. Is this person worth it? Will this person be with me in the future? Or am I investing all my time, effort, and one fine day when I need the person, really need the person's busy, not there. I'll tell you, I've seen this. I've seen this side of people where, when you're nothing and nobody, oh, I can write and give you this. You might have 5,000 friends on Facebook, 10,000 followers, whatever. The day you're a nothing and nobody, you'll be able to count the number of true friends, maybe on one hand. So, given the fact that I've suffered, I've seen the ugly side of life, I've seen all this pain and sorrow, you seriously think I'm stupid enough to, you know, again have a whole group of people who I know are not worth it? Then something is wrong with me, right? So, yeah, understand why you have those friends. Keep a perspective. I'm not saying don't have friends. If you want, you can have friends. For me, I don't need any friends. I have enough friends. And the only friends that I have are my clients who pay me money. It's a give and take relationship, and that's where my friendship is limited. Rest, everyone, free lunch, free dinner, a cup of coffee, let's get to know you. Not interested. Thank you very much. Seriously, not interested. I have a lot of things to do. Having friends is the last thing. Yes, there are fans, followers, subscribers, but for them also I offer something in terms of value. It's a give and take. Remember what I told you. It's a give and take. Even my wife, she has to, yes, I give her money. Yes, I give her food. I give her shelter. She gives me her loyalty. She gives me her effort to take care of me. She gives me her sacrifices. It's a give and take. Even my baby has to earn it. Obedience. Listen to what I say. Do what I tell her. The day you feel, no, self-entitlement. I'm my own person. I have freedom. Yeah, get out. Go do your own thing. Earn your own money. Live your own life. Follow your own shots. Not stay in my house under my expenses, dictating to me when you are a nothing, nobody, and not achieved anything. No. As long as you're under me, follow. So same thing with friends. Give and take. We earn our stripes. And that's the best friendship, when everything is transparent. So if tomorrow the person's not there, even my clients, they know tomorrow they don't have money. I'm sorry, I can't give my time. You paid money, I give my time. Don't have money, I won't give my time. I'm very upfront with that. Not feelings, right? Isn't that the best? Rather than beating around the bush, giving sweet talk and saying, true friend and this and that. So that's my theory. I don't know about you. Maybe you have a lot of time for a lot of friends, and I don't have that. I am too busy. A lot of things to do, a lot of things to learn, a lot of work. Anyway, this is my theory. Let me know yours. Love to hear from you. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free to comment below. Guys, take care. Chal. My best friend. My new friend. Chal, guys.